So recently, it felt like the earth was ending. It felt like apocalypse, Armageddon. Everything was. It just felt like everything was done because I saw on Twitter from Business Insider, 50 Cent files for Chapter 11.
Wait,
Yeah.
That's not what this interview is supposed to be about. I thought we were.
No, we are.
Yeah, we're not going to
Okay.
touch on that. So
Okay.
give me 6 seconds.
Okay,
And I
cool.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So, one extra DJ Semtex. Wow, I just got shut down. Anyway, but no, it's good to see you. It's good to see that you're back in the UK.
Yeah, running.
You know,
We're gonna have some fun, man. Like I'm conditioned for this. I've been doing this for years.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And every situation that I come up against, I look at it and try to figure out what is the right approach for it. Even in some of those matters that we just talked about briefly.
Right. You've done films, you've done music, you've done the drink thing, headphones, everything else. How easy is it to stay on top of things? Like, because you've got to come correct in the booth. You've got to get the lyrics. You've got to be in the zone and everything else.
It's like fitness.
Right.
You could have been training for years and years and years, but if you took off for some time, you need to go back and gradually train yourself back into shape. Like, you can't jump in and think that it's just going to go back to the weights you've been lifting prior to. You know what I mean? Like, it's a process. So it's like comedians too, like their timing. They got to get out and go to small clubs and perform until they start to be dead on point again, because they'll have the joke, but it just won't come out right.
Street King, what's happening? Like, because you took your time with it.
Yeah.
You've been very strategic, but power's ringing off. Everything else you're doing is ringing off. So what's happening with Street King?
I'm going to start putting some of the music out. Like, I want more of it to come out so people can hear it and kind of get excited about it, because I could say all kind of things and people go, okay, let us hear it. Let me, feel what you're talking about instead of just hearing you say that. And I did. I think it's great. I think the record is good. I think the people will see the vulnerability in some of the material that I created, and won't even expect some of the musical choices.
Do you ever feel like is 50 Cent? Does 50 Cent get nervous?
Yeah, like anyone else. Like I get nervous when it's performance time. I have butterflies up until like the first 30 seconds, 40 seconds into the performance. And then something mechanical happens. Like I turn into 50 Cent. Those anxieties, I think when you don't feel that, you shouldn't even be performing anymore.
You once went head to head with Kanye in the album releases. Would you do that again with any other artist at this time?
No, I mean, it didn't make sense to do it at that point. But I was out there on my own. Kanye had the full support of Def Jam, because Jay, as the president at that point, was feeling like he was in competition with me. So they were doing everything possible to try and get that record positioned the right way, and they spent money on the promotions. They beat us in a lot of different ways prior to the number.
Do you still have that competitive situation with Jay-Z, or is that kind of gone now? Is there anyone else that you feel?
Well, we don't have music. Yeah. We don't have music out, either one of us. You know what I mean? Like, it's like just come back.
The King of New York thing. It's always
that's always there.
It's always there. Yeah. Okay.
That's always gonna be there, because you realize Ja was selling more records than Jay-Z.
Travel.
His whole run was selling more records.
Yeah, definitely out here as well.
Yeah. So, like, it's like it shifted in perception. He's one of the best businessmen out there, like, because he's been able to maneuver and place himself in the public eye as someone that's accomplished a lot more than, in perspective, like, they look at it like they did a lot more. Like, like, it's like he lost Ether, and there ain't no L on his record. And the L on his record because of the things that he's done following that, cleaned it off.
Right.
He went and when I brought Mobb Deep and Mace and everybody over to G-Unit, he brought Nas under him to Def Jam, and it was like, I think that kind of erased it. Because he was like, at that point, he was like, he signed him.
He won.
Yeah, he won.
Won that one.
BBC Radio 1 Extract.